Next, we're going to do multiplying, and we're going to have something I call dippy-doos. I totally made up the term dippy-doos, although most people use it. Use dippy-doos, they just don't call it that. So what we're going to do is we're going to use little ice cream scoops, all right, dippy-doos, and you'll see what I'm talking about in the example. So that what we're going to do is we're going to take those decimals in our decimal multiplication, and we're going to dippy-do them to the end that way, all right, to the right. And we're going to make those numbers into whole numbers. Then you just multiply those whole numbers, and at the end, you take the decimal and dippy-do it back into the answer so that your decimal is back in the answer in the correct place. Let's try a few together. So our first multiplication example is 4.3 times 1.27. And the cool thing about multiplication is it doesn't matter which one's on top and which one's on the bottom. Personally, I like to put the one with more digits on top. And so I'm going to just write 1.27. And we don't need to line up the decimals here. So 4.3. All right, we're multiplying those. And what we want to do is we want to do dippy-doos. And so dippy-doos is a fun name that Kay made up. That's me. And so we just want to get these decimals out of the way because it looks kind of funky. And so I'm just going to go whoop, whoop. Got to make sound effects. Whoop. And I did a total of 1, 2, 3 dippy-doos. And notice that I'm doing my dippy-doos this way. All right. So now what I have is 127 times 43. And I did 3 dippy-doos. So over here, I'm going to put a 3 here in a little cloud. So that's my thinking cloud, so I can remember that I did 3 dippy-doos. All right. And I took the decimal and just whoop, whoop, dipped it right out of that problem and dipped it right out of this problem. And so I had 1, 2, 3 dippy-doos. So I put that in a cloud, and we'll come back to that later. That's my thinking cloud. So I take these decimals and take them out to the end. Technically, they're still here at the end, but we have whole numbers now, and we totally know how to do this. It's 127 times 43. So 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. And then 3 times 1 is 3. So I'm done with this. And then I can put a placeholder down here, either of an X or a 0. 4 times 7 is 28. Hey, we already have a 2 up here. That works. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 2 more is going to be 10. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. And remember, we add these. So 8 plus 1, 1 plus nothing is just 1. 8 plus 8 is 16. 3 plus 1 is 4. And then we have just a 5 here. So what we have here is we have 5, 4, 6, 1. But we're not done yet. We got to put our decimal back in. So we took 3 dippy-doos out, and we took it this way. Now we're going to put our dippy-doos back in, and we're going to do the same number. So that's what our cloud is for. So we have 3. We're going to start at the end, and we're going to go whoop, whoop, whoop. There's 3 of them. And our decimal goes right there. I have been teaching for over 2 decades. I have 20 years of experience, a master's in education, and I've spent my life making math and science easy and accessible. In my course, we include notes, practice, lectures, songs, and all of this is available for a lifetime for you so that you can come back and review anytime you want. Also, we have notes to copy off, and we're going to have a fun time learning how to do decimals with cowboys and horses and songs and dippy-doos because I'm always craving ice cream, aren't you? So, sign up today and take your time. The course is less than 2 hours, and you will be a decimal master. Join me for the easy way to add, subtract, multiply, and divide decimals without a calculator.